Hi champs, my name is Frances Okeke. My topic for today is vision brings provision. In a way, I feel like this topic is for me because I recently discovered my purpose. Like, I have a lot of things I'm interested in, but I prayed and the word I received, I got confirmation, So I recently discovered my purpose. So let me get right into it. I had a while back, at a lecture given by a successful businessman who owned a bank, and it got me thinking, because he was the person that said this vision brings provision. He tried to explain to us that he started with nothing, but he knew what God wanted him to do. He knew he wanted to own a bank someday to help other people, but he only had a vision. He started working towards it. It wasn't easy, and it just opened, and things needed for it started coming to him one after the other because he started. Well, you may say it's magic or he had the connections. Maybe not. The connections wouldn't have come if he hadn't said out loud and clear, this is what I want to do. I didn't stop there and he started doing it. Well, let me use a favorite history story of mine to illustrate. I love history. I will not spill the whole thing because it's not possible. Well, you remember the slave era, trade era stories? Okay, so the slaves grumbled, they were tired, they wanted to be treated like human beings, they were angry too. In the beginning, they were scared to do anything about their situation. To them, their masters were stronger and smarter, but as the time went on, they realized that, hey, but let's kill these people, just like it does us. We are all the same. Then why did they treat us this way? Their anger reached the fore, and that vision of becoming free was spurred into action. There were stories of slaves escaping and were never found. Many movements were formed, though in hiding. When they made a move, they found white men who were willing to help them. Well, let's look at the Underground Railroad, for example. Not all its members were blacks. As the agitation continued, thanks to this vision of them being equals or being treated like equals, more whites supported them, and the slave trade in time was abolished. They realized they weren't really equals. After it was abolished, they couldn't do certain jobs, go to some schools, some areas were restricted to blacks, and they had to stand up for whites if there were no more seats in the bus, etc., etc. Their vision wasn't complete. They continued, and the provision kept being supplied. Freedom groups were everywhere. Rosa Parks taking charge in that bus situation became a big provision as well. So their eyes were on how to use it. Along came the pastor from the country, and this civil group offered him a position and he took it. This pastor, Martin Luther King Jr., became their biggest voice, or one of them. He inspired other blacks in seeing this vision, and people around the world split for their case. They won, and that vision of theirs made the provision for a black man, to become American president for 2 terms. And now a black woman too. She's a vice president in the US too. So, if think vision doesn't bring provision when acted upon, then you need to read up on successful people or go meet one and ask questions. Well, if they've been sincere with you. I don't intend to be a pastor, but it's so true that God will never ever give you a talent nor ask you to do something that seems big to you if He doesn't intend to provide you with help. What I intend to do seems very big, but I'm going to go ahead believing that help will come along the way. If you know that vision you have, that thing you want to do, and you do nothing about it and wait for a sign, or you're just waiting for everything to be provided at once, for it to have the $1 million or $1 billion to do it, it's never happen. You need to take a leap of faith and be stubborn enough to believe in yourself and your vision. Take an action, no matter how little you think that action is. Make a move, and then and only then will the solutions provided for you, and your provision for that vision is on the way. Okay, another example: your vision is to become a business mogul like Dangote, but for the last 10 years you've been in your comfort zone, working in a bank and receiving a monthly salary while the directors of the bank make a killing from your sweat, and you think to yourself, just one more year I need enough money before I set out, and besides, I'm learning a lot on this job. Yeah, that's great. I'm so sure not all the directors know squat about that job or the banking world itself. Board of directors, how many of them are really, yeah, you get what I'm saying. So champs, if you have a vision, just believe and take a step. Your needed provision will come when needed at every stage. That's what I'm believing. I'm encouraging myself as well. So life is a choice. Choose the right one for your vision. Remember, life is short. If you don't make that move right now, you might never make it tomorrow. Because what's the guarantee that tomorrow will come? And then you'd regret later thinking, what if? Well, the solution to what if takes a first step. And that's what I'm doing. I'm putting up stuff, sometimes I might just get one view or two views. It's fine, I'll keep putting up stuff. Yeah, I may not be able to put up anything for a while, till the 19th or the 20th, because of equipment issue and stuff. So yeah, until I get that all sorted out, then I shall resume. So till next time, champs, do not forget, vision brings provision, and as always, you're a champ, and I love you, but God loves you more. Till next time, my name is Frances Okeke. Vision brings provision. Follow that vision, and provision will come your way. Bye, champs.